Hi, and welcome back again to this series on the generative aspects of generative critical thinking. In this video, let's look at decisions, or more particularly, how you do your deciding. How we go about making decisions and anticipating the effects of those decisions is an essential aspect of the ongoing generative inquiry into our ways of thinking. We discussed narratives and stories in the first video in this series. Then, in the second video, the power of internal dialogue. In the process of learning about ourselves, the area of learning, attitudes to it, beliefs about our abilities to learn, what we're willing to learn, is intrinsically linked to our self-evolution. Now we look to deciding. Everything we've spoken about so far, narratives, stories, internal dialogue, learning, affects the quality of the decisions you make and the quality of life you have as a consequence of them. In generative critical thinking, steps 5 and 6 help you uncover answers to questions such as: how logical is your way of making decisions? How do you evaluate options? How do you choose how many options to even evaluate? What justifications do you use for whatever option you choose? How well do you anticipate the consequences of your decisions? Those questions are worth asking yourself right now. The interesting challenge you might encounter is working out how you even make decisions. Do you find lots of options, or only 2? Note that sometimes 2 options are all that are realistically available, but other times there might be additional valuable options that are left unconsidered after having identified only 2. Do you evaluate the options logically? Do you apply critical thinking to your option evaluation? Do you use a default process such as procrastinating until there's only one option left anyway? How skilled are you at imagining the consequences of your decisions? In generative critical thinking, our tools will help you really examine the processes you use for making decisions. So remember to question your narratives and your stories, what you say to yourself and how you say it, your beliefs about both your willingness to learn and your ability to learn, and now your processes for deciding. In the next video, we'll talk about our beliefs. As you've seen in an earlier slide, these seem to be a connective influence to all the areas of self-inquiry we've discussed to date. In the meantime, if you're keen to get more information now, please use the link provided. And as always, thanks so much for your time and for watching.